Hello there gamers, just doing another quick video on some news I just came across. Someone sent me yesterday, I do believe. Basically revolves around PlayStation. PlayStation Network rebrand leaks confirms service's new name. So I'm guessing they're going to be doing some work on the new PlayStation, on the current PlayStation Network. PlayStation Network is apparently getting a quiet rebrand, and almost no one has noticed the overarching name for all things online on PlayStation consoles. PlayStation Network, or is known as PlayStation PSN, refers to its monthly subscription service for online play, plus the servers and services therefore. So yeah, it goes in depth on it. But as previously noted by Insider Gaming and brought back into circulation by Reddit, Sony is gradually transitioning from the PlayStation Network branding into just PlayStation, which, well, I suppose it makes sense. The branding was apparently announced in an email sent by SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment. That's their gaming division. Because I know they get the movies too, but this is just focused on the games. To develop earlier this month, but changes are now beginning to pop up for consumers. So Reddit put up, PlayStation Network is being rebranded to just PlayStation. Sony seems to have been removing mentions of the PlayStation Network branding for a while now. Only a few people have noticed. The new name appears to be much broader, means like pretty much everywhere worldwide. Placing more emphasis on the brand name PlayStation itself. Some examples: a PlayStation account is required, the PlayStation service or online, the PlayStation Store is offering deals, and the PlayStation Plus has new games, and so on. This is the official online status page, so you got a link down in their article there. Connection verification tab on PS5. Changing on wording on the terms of service page. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm just scrolling through my notes here. Don't mind me. Here we go. Insider Gaming. They reported on this. Quotes Sony's email about the rebrand, explaining the goal of the changes is to properly capture our involving digital services. That almost sounds like Sony's planning some sort of expansion to what they already have. Formerly known as PSN services that the network named couldn't comprise. But further down in the email, they promise that PlayStation online service won't change all that much. So I'm wondering when they're talking about that, do they mean like the price is going to change or still going to stay the same? I think it's going to be a bit more. Because unless they're thinking about where they're rebranding, unless they're putting all the movies and their games, and I know when you sign up for PlayStation Plus, you get a couple free games every month, as long as you have an account and are subscribed to them. But yeah, just to play online and you get free games every month. I think it's $180 here, which is pretty mad, I think. But further down the email, yeah, I said that. This is including core network features such as friends, multiplayer, and trophies will remain unaffected and available to all players around the world, like whoever's signed up for the service. Developers, however, will see changes coincidentally with the technical requirements checklist. A list of qualifications their games must meet to be released on PlayStation this fall. Oh yeah, and I read another article the other day too that a lot of the games, like smaller title games, like not the big third party games, like the famous Sony IPs and everything like that, like the smaller ones, like indies and everything like that. There's a lot of garbage stuff on that service, and a lot of people complain about it. And like they never get through the games and search for it. It's horrible. Like I hope they ends up doing that. They get rid of all the garbages in it and just have a better selection and a better way of finding it. Um, they also said it's a pretty simple change for PlayStation. But who's it for? Yeah, that's one wondering who's it going to be for. Players seem largely confused by the phasing out of the PSN branding. One commenter on a Reddit post linked above joked, "Should have taken a page from HBO and renamed it to Network." Okay. But really the reason for the rebrand is unclear, which not even the huge gaming insiders and journalists don't even know about it. So I guess they're pretty much kept in the dark on the situation. My biggest issue with the PlayStation Network branding is that it might sound a little outdated. You don't really hear the word network tossed around that much as you did when PSN launched in 2006. So that 2006, that's when the launch of the PS3 came out. So yeah, I remember that. And back on the PS3, you didn't have to pay for online gaming. It was free. But in saying that though, you didn't get like free games or nothing because you had free online service. But it served as an important purpose. PlayStation is always referred to the consoles themselves, and PlayStation Network to the online service. Therefore, they wouldn't call Xbox Live just Xbox. Which, yeah, you got a good point there. They should just do PlayStation Live. But, yeah, when Microsoft's subscription service underwent its own rebrand, it simply merged with Game Pass, maintaining the distinction between good and service while still monetizing terminology used to describe them. And as a few Reddit commenters have pointed out, that the PSN is a goated acronym. It rolls right off the tongue, and it's a great shorthand way to refer to a very specific service. Maybe Sony is learning more into cloud streaming like Microsoft, because I know they're big in cloud streaming. Because when Phil Spencer was running Xbox at the time, he was the CEO, and he was all for cloud streaming. Basically, you play games from the cloud. You don't have a physical disc. As long as you got an internet connection, you can play from, he calls it the cloud. Maybe it's just an attempt at a better brand synergy, or maybe Sony just got tired of the 20-year-old network name and decided to leave it behind. Whatever the case may be, getting used to new PlayStation branding will be an adjustment, even if it only pops up every so often. And I believe that's it. Yeah, so that's their biggest news. They just revealed their, I believe it was 3 days ago. But yeah, I only heard about it yesterday. Because I know Microsoft is, there's talks that they're thinking about merging with Netflix. Because I know Netflix got their gaming division under service. Because I know whoever got a Netflix account, you can scroll down like down the bottom past the movies and everything, and you get like a section for Netflix games. I've never tried it out. I heard it's pretty horrible. But yeah, so that's yeah, I just only heard about it yesterday, so I figured do a another short video talk about the PlayStation rebranding. I just hope for the love of God they don't put the price up to like. I mean, if he does all that, he puts the movies and a bunch of services into like one big category. That's gonna confuse a lot of people, and it's gonna be outrageously priced, and I don't think a lot of people are gonna subscribe to the service. Because I know Xbox, there a couple months ago they went from $20 a month to 30, but yeah, a lot of people didn't like that, and they lost so many subscribers. I think they lost 3 million subscribers within a month. I mean, that's a lot of money they're losing out on. But yeah, I hope they don't end up doing that. But anyway, if I ends up hearing more about it or getting more information, I'm gonna do some more digging in it now and see what's going on. But if you like this kind of content, I know it was a bit different this time, but I figured just how I report on it. But anyway, guys, if you like this kind of content, please do me a huge favor, like the video, which goes a long way. It helps out the channel tremendously, because I noticed that a lot of people that have been watching my content on YouTube, that they haven't been liking a lot of the videos. But yeah, and also don't forget to subscribe too. But anyway, until the next one.